प्रोसेस होंगी, या फर्ज करें आप मुझे अगर यहाँ पे चोट लग जाए तो मैं 1 सेकंड के अंदर गाड़ी भी बुला सकता हूँ, वहाँ पे मेरा हॉस्पिटल जहाँ पे भी जाऊँ क्लिनिक पे, वहाँ पे मेरे डॉक्टर के पास मेरी इंफॉर्मेशन हो, उसके बाद भी मेरे जो पोस्ट केयर का कोई भी अगर सिलसिला हो वो भी मुझे घर पे या तो बैठा के मिल सके, या उसके और भी कुछ एप्लीकेशन। यूनिवर्सिटीज़ का जिस तरह हम आज काम करते हैं, मेरा काम है दिन रात कंपनीज में इन्वेस्ट करने का और फिर उनको मैनेज करने का। यूनिवर्सिटीज़ के साथ हम इस लिहाज से देख रहे हैं कि क्योंकि जिस तरह पाकिस्तान मुल्क है, यहाँ पे हमारे इसमें से तकरीबन 60% जो पॉपुलेशन है वो है अंडर द एज ऑफ 30, जिसका मतलब है कि जब आप लोग अब वर्किंग क्लास में आएंगे, जब आप अडल्ट बनेंगे, तो फिर उसका जो यूजेज है उससे आपका कितना फोर्थ इंडस्ट्रियल रेवोल्यूशन के लिए जो आपके पास अपॉर्चुनिटी है फिर कुछ बनाने के लिए, वो इट्स कंप्लीट ट्रिमेंडस। और असल जो उसका आपको जो शुरुआत है वो यूनिवर्सिटी लेवल पे ही हो रही है कि जब आप एक 16 साल के या 18 साल के बच्चे को अगर कोडिंग अभी से सिखा सकें, और वो कोड भी आजकल जिस तरह लोग यूज़ करते हैं एज अ सेकेंड लैंग्वेज, तो आगे जाके आप देखेंगे कि कोड क्योंकि हर चीज़ में ऑलरेडी होगा, तो आप जब इंशाल्लाह 30, 40, 50 साल की उम्र में होंगे और आपको थोड़ी सी कोडिंग आती हो, तो अगले इंडस्ट्रियल रेवोल्यूशन के लिए आपका जो रोल है वो बहुत बड़ा हो सकता है।
Okay, Abhishek is joining me from Bangalore. He is the winner of 5th MIT bootcamp and professor at Bangalore University. Abhishek, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, Abhishek, my first question was, how do you see the role of university in the wake of 4th Industrial Revolution?
Can you repeat it again?
How do you see the role of universities, as you are also a university professor and you also won the 5th MIT bootcamp, innovation bootcamp. So I want to know that, how do you see the role of university in the wake of 4th Industrial Revolution?
Yeah, so fortunately few of the universities have come up talking about 4th Industrial Revolution, and also they're more keen on making students aware about recent trends, what's happening in 4th Industrial Revolution. But per se, we are not able to train the students the way it is required by industry. At least few of the universities are doing very good at it. But yeah, maybe because of the millennials and Generation Z, they are more interested in something beyond classroom rather than making work in the classroom. It's real challenge for universities to come up and talk. But yeah, I'm sure most of the universities were trying to get work on specific technologies to make them aware of what exactly is industry.
Okay. The next question that I am going to put up, that with the coming of 4th Industrial Revolution, we are seeing change in speed, scale, and the role of employment. So can you shed a light on how we are going to cope up with speed, scale, and employment opportunities in the wake of 4th Industrial Revolution?
Yeah, that's a very good question. But one thing which is scaring the entire world is that 4th Industrial Revolution will make less jobs, or few of the reports have said that 47% of the jobs is kind of automated, and few say it's just like 30 to 9%. So jobs are something really scary for people nowadays in the industrial revolution. But you know, everything we humans are responsible for whatever is happening. It's not because of something else. It's all humans, all technologies, just a revolution. 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's for both good and bad. Just to be able to take good and leave out the bad.
Same question to you, and then Dr. Hussain.
Assalamualaikum everyone. Good to see such a broad variety of guests from around the world and also being interconnected with people around the world. I would actually like to, Dr. Saab, with your permission, actually delve on both the questions that you asked. Being a teacher of students also. The most important thing is that I've gone around different universities and people don't even know what the fourth industrial revolution is all about. I asked this question many times since you invited me, and wherever I went, I said, what's the fourth industrial revolution? And in some of the top institutions, which I don't want to even mention their names, people just gave me a blank face. So there's a very major issue of awareness about this industrial revolution, its implications, what it is about, what is the way forward, what are the different opportunities available for students in universities and other educational institutions. Moving ahead, naturally, if we don't know what the fourth industrial revolution is about, then we don't know what the employment opportunities are about either. And unfortunately, in our academic institutions, especially in the context of Pakistan and our region, people are basically focused on the more conventional degrees which are available. We have a first choice, we have a second choice, we have a third choice, and then maybe if nothing is there, then we might think of something else. I would just like to mention that my institution, which is called the we are a social enterprise, I might talk about that later. We have developed the Faisalabad Institute of Science, Research and Technology, which is a center of biotechnology excellence in the city of Faisalabad, even though we are a social enterprise. But the biggest problem that we face is that people don't want to opt for biotechnology because they say, no, our first choice would be going into conventional medicine, then we might think about going into some other science field, and if we don't get any admission, then we are going to come into biotechnology. So even though biotechnology is a cutting edge degree and also a very important element of the fourth industrial revolution, yet people are not that much aware of it, and it's usually their third or fourth choice. So I think institutions like DICE IBA and the other institutions which are stakeholders in this and DICE must make people more aware about the implications, the opportunities and the significance of these new cutting edge degrees and these new cutting edge areas of employability. Another thing that we see at universities and also in employment, because Apuat also works in about 850 cities of Pakistan from source to Gwadar, is that people do not understand the implications of technology. Now, we as an institution are moving towards a paperless environment. We have about 852 offices and about 350 educational institutions around Pakistan, and we are moving towards a paperless and also virtual capacity building of everyone together. So we are trying to make people realize the importance of the mobile phone, its various applications, and how it can be integrated into everyone's life. And our people are basically very illiterate. They hardly have done metric, but yet we can teach them the applicability of technology and also its utilization. So again, the universities also have to go beyond the degrees and move into what we call our maybe certificate programs, diploma programs, some of them which were mentioned yesterday also, that we basically are living in a silo and we cannot break beyond that silo. And I would like to request people from HEC also that they must also consider the implications of expanding the scope of universities so that our students can get better employment later on, not only in Pakistan but also abroad. So I would then further comment and I'll let my friend over here.
Actually, excellent points. A simple example. So again, we're talking about fourth industrial revolution and what the impact is, but if you look at just between, for me, the fourth industrial revolution, the railroad of it is going to be, for example, 5G. 5G simply because for many of you who are on your phones using 4G connections as well, just being able to take video calls, for example. During 3G, we had WhatsApp. As a simple example for people who understand.
Okay.
With 3G, we were able to make video calls very easily. Phone calls on WhatsApp for free. With 4G, we were able to make video calls very easily. Now imagine with 5G, where it's going to be a 5 to 10 times the speed, what you can do with it. Now the reason why I said code or programming is important is because you need to be able to understand what the implication of that railroad is. If you can understand the language of that railroad, it means you can not only build on it, but you can also be able to use it. Instead of just being a consumer, become a builder and then be part of the fourth industrial revolution by not only improving existing industries, which are already slowly becoming digitized, but it also opens up the opportunity for brand new industries which we may not have even thought about today.
Okay, coming back to my two other colleagues who have joined through Skype. One is a professor of AI at FAST, Mr. Dr. Zulfar, and Mr. Asim Kaghzi. He is a lead at Gartner. So my next question is, with Dr. Zulfar and Asim Kaghzi, are our universities teaching properly our students for the fourth industrial revolution? And if they are not teaching properly, what action should they take? Dr. Zulfar and then Mr. Asim, please.
Assalamualaikum everyone. I hope you are hearing me properly. Thank you, Altaf, for inviting me to be participating in this great event that you are hosting. I wish you all the very best of luck, and thank you so much, and assalam to every audience over there at Sukkur. As far as the question is concerned, I think we need to change our pedagogy of teaching. I think we need to change our concept of teaching, the way we are teaching currently the students in universities, on all three aspects. We need to train our faculty as well that they are not there now, the time is not there, that it will only teach them the existing knowledge that has already been there in the books decades ago. So the teacher, the faculty has to be trained enough so that they teach the students somehow application level of the concept that they are learning. Let's say, for example, they have to teach them how to think rather than memorizing the concept just to take the CGPA at the end of the day. Right? So not only memorizing the concept, but how to actually apply those concepts on a new experiences, on the new incidents, on the new occasions of a real life, to apply them in certain time way to create some new knowledge later on. The student has to be realized enough that they are not here only to take degrees, because ultimately everyone is opting for degree. Ultimately everyone is opting for the CGPA. But somehow they have to get the knowledge in a nice way to get to know the essence of the applications of those concepts. From the university perspective, I want to say that university have to switch its proper way of teaching. Currently deployed system is not capable enough to get the real touch of fourth revolution of industrial revolution. You see, we have only project, the FIP project for the students to complete, and we expect the student to apply all the knowledge of the 3 years that they have learned in the whole bachelor degree in just one FIP. So we know that the innovation cannot come within a time period of 1 year. So innovation requires much more broader than just 1 year. Students apply those all concepts that they have learned in last year into a single FIP, and then they are opting for marks, and that FIP is no more in existence in the world. So there are many FIPs, there are many final year projects who have went there but no way to put the commercialization. The university have to own those FIPs. Rather than asking the student to come up with the idea, universities, with the integration of with the collaboration with the industry, obviously industry is not relying on academia because they don't have trust. So we need to bridge that trust, we need to bridge that gap. The universities have to own those ideas of FIPs. I would suggest to not start the FIP at the final year, but rather start the FIP at the third year stage. And then integrate the third year and final year students to work on the same idea at the same time. And then persisting this line of theme, so that on the same idea, many different batches come and work for the period of 4 to 5 years and 3 years. So that a single idea will not be given only the marks at the end of the day, but even on the line of 3 to 5 years, this will be come up with a full-fledged sellable commercialization project. Like say, for example, we can come up with an idea of assisting the polio eradication in detecting anomalously the next possible occurrence of the disease and the special temporal GIS. So these are the ideas which we need to broaden to students. And the university should own these ideas rather than the student should own the idea. So university come up with the idea of integrating the blockchain technology with the AI in the real estate industry to assist the government in resolving the real estate disputes. So sort of these ideas that we can implement in the local industry as well. So they don't require any such type of hardware and software. So an idea like, for example, the integration of the industrial IoT assisting in agriculture industry to find out on a per square inch lane, the water level, to get the same base crop quality of the entire land. So these are the ideas that the university should float and give to the student. And rather than they give to the student the idea at the fourth year, they should give the idea on the third year. And then apply the third and fourth year too, which is simultaneously work on the idea of the 2 year and 3 year period with the next batch incoming. Take part in the 3 months.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay, we are now moving to Asim. Can you hear us? Asim?
Sorry, I was talking into mute.
Okay.
I can hear you clearly.
Okay, Asim. So now Asim is joining us from Canada. He's the lead at Gardner. Asim, my question that I was asking from my colleagues here and in Delhi and Karachi was that what role universities are playing in the wake of fourth industrial revolution, and how do you see Pakistani universities in the wake of fourth industrial revolution?
The very first thing that I would ask myself as a student of a university or a person who wants to look at universities' performances to define the outcome that we want. There should be some performance metrics that we want to measure our character, our standard, our output, quality, quantity, everything. So there are a couple of things that I would like to say here is when we talk about fourth industrial revolution, we are also talking about world being flat. So that means anything that happens in New York is known instantaneously in Karachi, in Lahore, in Tashkent, in Birmingham, or a village where you have internet connectivity, right? So you have to output the standard that is world class. That's number one. Secondly, when you talk about commercialization only, you are leaving apart a lot of work that you can do for not-for-profit purposes as well. So these are the two perspectives that I would like to add. Rest of them, our colleagues, so I'm not going to repeat on the same thing. So these are two things that I want to put on table.
Okay, my next question to all the panelists, especially as we are living in the developing countries and people are taking benefit in developing countries from the fourth industrial revolution a lot. Now my question is that what are the entrepreneurial opportunities available for the people of third world or developing countries, and how they are going to capitalize on them? Starting from the Abhishek.
Yeah, hi again. It was really nice to listen to all the panelists. That's again a great question. Can you just mute your mic, please? It's echoing. Yeah, thank you. So I've seen in many of the countries, especially developing countries, that they so much bank on this co-working space as well as on the incubation center, also, a lot of them are supporting India. We have a lot of government initiatives as well as the initiatives from the college of the universities. University is ready to fund to extent of few millions of dollars for the student and professors to work on this. So apart from this, as I said, co-working space is something really amazing. Being in Silicon Valley, India, I see every alternate road there is a co-working space, and even I'm sure even in Karachi and Lahore there are a lot of them. That's what I get to know my friends there. So this is something which we have to bank on, and that's the intake way to co-working space. And the advantage of such things, being a developing country or third world country, is that you need not spend a lot of money. You have to rely on this co-working space where you are sharing the resources for the excellent outcome which you are expecting. And a lot of the developed countries are relying on countries like ours where they get things for little lesser economically feasible for them, and it's also a win-win situation for us. This is my take on this.
Sir, you being the head of 10xC, the seed funding, and investing a lot on this. So what is your take on that?
Sure. So just to give you a background, we've invested about $500,000 specifically into early stage student-led tech companies over the last 2 years. So we work very closely with universities on their incubation centers. What I think Sarah was trying to talk about in terms of co-working spaces was the need for not only students to be able to interact with people, other entrepreneurs who are already building a startup, but also existing people in the industry who have been able to start and sell a company or be able to grow a company in some other regards. Universities, I think, do a fantastic job in terms of being a breeding point for students of different backgrounds, different cultures, to be able to take advantage of their professors, of the people around them. But the opportunity here is much larger. Now, if we're talking about fourth industrial revolution and how it's easier to connect with people from here or to anywhere in the world, and what universities, in my opinion, need to do a little better job of is A, being able to work together a little more closely, be a little more integrated in terms of, if we're talking about final year projects or local, like for example, Hubud must have some projects which they're looking to fund. Be able to open up some cross collaboration. There are different professors with different backgrounds. There are students who are working on different things, but that could very closely align with one another. One area which I've been seeing and been involved with for the last 10 years, including through my own university in the US, was that the commercialization opportunity with final year projects or student projects is very, very high. But that's kind of where things fall flat, because then either universities don't have the funds themselves or do not have the ability to raise funds from externally for that project to continue going, or in many cases the students themselves, even if it is a big project, they don't really understand what the magnitude of that impact could be, and they decide, I put in my 4 or 5 years in school, I now have to join the workforce, and instead of working on a certain project that might give me dividends in 5-6 years, I'm more worried about today, where my family is saying, we invested over the last 4 years for you, now you have to start at least helping out or start paying it back for yourself.
Please.
Thanks so much, everybody. Talking about collaborations, and I'd just like to share that just yesterday over here, when I was listening to DICE calls, I saw 2 very young individuals, one a student of IBA Karachi, another student of IBA-Sukkur, and they collaborated and basically come up with a data analytics project in which they are analyzing different SOEs around the country and also internationally. So it was very touching and something very inspiring also. Just moving a little bit ahead, I basically think that when we talk about universities and we're talking about collaborations, I would just like to share a very small example that when a long time ago, we used to teach strategic management accounts, and it was my first session of teaching it. I asked my students that let's come up with a project. And when they came up with the project, the lowest project costed 7 crore rupees. So I said, why does this cost 7 crore rupees? And then the doctors thought that maybe it's a little bit less, and they were apologetic. And they said, sir, we were thinking of a bigger project, and this was the only one which came to our mind. And the project went from 7 crore to about 2.5 billion. And I said, let's scrap all your projects, and let's talk about a project which costs 10,000 rupees. So you're going to spend the rest of the semester working on a project with 10,000 rupees. And it was the most difficult teaching assignment of mine ever, because they could not think small. I think so based upon the fourth industrial revolution, the universities have to teach their students to think small rather than big. We talk about huge visions which do not materialize and which can be very frustrating. And in this context, the whole thinking process has to change. The way our students, our faculties, our universities and our institutions enable people to move forward with their lives and with different projects. Similarly, another very important aspect which has been shared by both of you is to make students understand to go beyond themselves and basically collaborate with different institutions and different universities. That is extremely important. We've seen very few students doing that. They are always cloistered in their own institution or their own issues. And the third dimension, which is extremely important in the context of developing countries, is a country like Pakistan, where we have so many issues. I would just like to mention one, and that has been raised at the Prime Minister level at least 5 times, and that is nutrition, malnutrition, stunting, and wastage. In Pakistan, we have a stunting ratio of 34%. I will talk about my province of Punjab, from where I come. In southern Punjab, we have stunting to the rate of 51%, which basically means that every second child is stunted. Now, I would like to ask all the universities through this platform that how many projects have been done on this? I mean, I've been going around to at least 22 different institutions, and I've not seen one project on this at all. This is the biggest issue that we have right now as a country. Now, students don't even know what stunting is about. So again, awareness issues, thinking very big. We do not go to the ground realities, the grassroots issues. In a country like Pakistan, which is a developing country, there are numerous grassroots issues which are not being resolved. We are always thinking about developing an industry, developing something high-tech, going global. I think going local is much more important from our context, and making students understand, making them go to places, making them visit the villages and finding out the problems and then bringing up solutions using the fourth industrial context. And also, you were talking about, sir, 4G. I would like to share to you, I just came back from the northern areas. We do not even have 2G over there. I could not utilize, I just finished it, sir. We could not even utilize the internet. So I could not even send an email for about 3 weeks. So we have these very fundamental issues which can be sort of galvanized and integrated by academic institutions. But we have to understand the real problems of developing countries like Pakistan, and there are so many. And I think so it can be our students who can get us out of this. And we can use technology, especially the mobile phone. They can go, they can share that knowledge with other people and make them motivated to find solutions and even set up social enterprises. And those social enterprises can be money making. I mean, we have this misconception, sir, that when I talk to students, that, sir, I mean, what is a social enterprise? How do we become a social entrepreneur? What should be done? I would just like to mention, because DICE is over here, and I come from a social enterprise, we do not have a social enterprise section or segment dedicated to social enterprises. Though in a developing country, it is extremely pertinent that we try to focus on this issue, because this misconception that profits and things like that, I mean, last example, sir, but I have this opportunity, look at drought. The students made that educational social enterprise. A guy who studied public policy, Fulbright from Harvard and from Stanford, they got together, they made it, they started working on drought. Now they do have a salary, they're not begging. I mean, sometimes students think that it's about begging, and they have made an international social enterprise.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Now, my question, Zulfa and Asim, be very brief as we are running short of the time. Asim, how do you see the entrepreneurial opportunities that are in Canada and America and developed countries in the wake of fourth industrial revolution, and you being the being belonging to Sindh and Pakistan, how do you see what opportunities are available for the people of Pakistan here as well? Asim, please.
There are local things, as we just heard, that we have to, there are business problems that need to be resolved, and there are business problems that need to be resolved in developed countries. The whole idea is, until and unless technology follows the business cases, you are going to get into this rut of academia. We or technology people are going contribute. What I have seen until now, very less number of contributions are being made from Pakistan. I haven't heard any enormous number of contributors in open source where people have contributed to our code commits in any Apache product. People do use it in commercial space. I don't see a lot of companies making software that can be plugged into others for integration, for problem solving, or using anything that you can pick, from databases to application development to developing languages or APIs. So you have to contribute to do real collaboration. Otherwise, it is going to be one way, and I don't think we are going to go that far.
Okay, Dr. Zulfa, last comment from you, and then we are going to open the question and answer session for just 2 to 3 questions.
Yeah, the entrepreneurial opportunities are enormous, but I guess we need to sit on the bottom line. I guess we have already talked much about the cooperation that we require for the entrepreneurial opportunities that needs to be grown. But on the baseline, do we have the real cooperation within the departments of a single university? I mean, the computer science students work on their individual way, the electrical engineering work on their individual way, the business students are work on their individual product, marketing and finance and other things. Right? So we need to realize the fact that the fourth industrial revolution requires the integration, because it's the basic definition of the 4 IR is the infusion of all these technologies together. Obviously, business requires the technology to grow, and the technology needs a business to run in a smoother way to generate more profit. For the entrepreneurship opportunity, we need to sit together, all the departments of any university. I mean, Sukkur IBA is very good in such a situation, very good situation. In a very good situation, Sukkur IBA has the opportunity to have all these 3 different departments together, and many of the universities have this environment. So they need to sit together and come up with the ideas that target directly to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs. If we directly target those SDGs, ultimately, because there has already been studies too much in a very depth, target those individual SDGs that require intervention from the local industry. So I come up with a proposal, which sit together all those department students rather than they work individually. So the individual production didn't come up with certain huge commercialization at later stages. We all know. So we need to sit together, come up with the ideas, they target these SDGs, come up with a proposal and build up a prototype at a low scale. As someone already pointed out, that we need to come up with the idea with a shorter, smaller finance to come up with a prototypical model of that proposal, to show to the world that this may work on a larger scale if more funds being invested in that idea. So entrepreneurship opportunities may not arise only from the single department, but they need to have to be integrated within the university from all those departments. This is I am Mr.
Thank you, Zulfa. Now we have a question and answer, and the first question is from the founder of DICE, Mr. Khurshid, please.
Okay, just a brief announcement. We are going to take 2 questions from the audience, just 2 questions. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. This is Khurshid Qureshi. I just wanted to respond to what you just said about nutrition. We have this DICE health platform. So we have this innovation exhibition on October 12th and 13th in Karachi Expo Center, which is very focused on health issues. And we had four areas in that, which we had pharmaceuticals, indigenous pharmaceuticals, medical devices. What medical devices we should, all the innovations in medical devices, health systems, and also emerging trends like telemedicine. So last year, we actually added another section, which is for nutrition, with exactly to address the problem of stunting, which you just mentioned, and what kind of innovations we can bring to address that issue. And the other important thing which we wanted to address it as part of that was that even if you don't see somebody stunting, somebody has been malnutrition or whatever, but still we are eating junk. So we need to address that issue, that there are hundreds and thousands of restaurants, let's say, in Karachi and Lahore, and do we know what they are feeding us? So from our platform, what we are trying to, we'll probably start an independent audit of the contents of, if you eat a kadhai at one restaurant A, and I don't want to say a name, and B and C and D, we would like to have an independent analysis of it, and we'll just publish it. Unless we address that issue, we'll keep eating junk, and we will have cancers, we will have all those problems which you can think of. I just want to share this information. Thank you.
If I may just add on, that there's a great need for having these nutrition audits, and secondly, this is not a health issue, sir. This is basically a multi-sectoral issue which encompasses 17 different sectors. So this education and awareness is also extremely important, that we should not park nutrition and health. Fundamentally, the United Nations has basically stated that this is not a health issue, this is an education issue. Just like you were mentioning, that malnutrition and stunting is not only prevalent in the poor community, but also in the very affluent community, because they are using processed food. And unfortunately, what we are seeing is, as a result of that, teenagers are passing away because of cancer and other related diseases. So it's very good, and I think that there's a great need that the universities also mobilize in this particular area, because this is not decreasing. In the past 10 years, stunting, wastage, malnutrition, and hunger have increased in Pakistan, unfortunately.
Thank you so much.
This is Dr. Esamullah. My question to the panelists is that we have talked about too much about the entrepreneurship and the opportunities and challenges in entrepreneurship. Well, I've gone through the various dimensions of entrepreneurship, such as proactiveness, innovativeness, autonomy, and risk taking, and particularly the competitive agreedness. So in order to meet the challenges, particularly in education, so sustainability is missing. Basically, we invest too much on ideas, and that ideas become a fail very soon. So how do we increase the confidence of the investors in order to promote the ideas, because sustainability is missing too much? And what measures need to be undertaken or considered for the producing sustainable ideas to ensure that these ideas can be invested and can be enhanced in order to promote the businesses and other kind of opportunities? So my question to panelists is that, will you please look at the aspect of sustainability?
The only private investor on this panel, so we typically invest purely for profit. There is obviously a CSR element in terms of corporate social responsibility that we want all our companies to follow. But in terms of sustainability, for us, we follow a 5% success rate. That means that out of every 100 companies I invested, I'm only banking on maybe 5 of them to generate me an ROI. The risk factor that us investors are willing to take for failure is much, much higher than most universities or institutions. The reason being is because since we've already gone through that, and it's our own money, we can justify if we fail, we're willing to try again. But I think what I'm seeing, at least in Pakistan, more so than abroad, is this fear of failure. In the West, actually, it's failure and sometimes celebrated maybe for wrong reasons, but at the same time, what we need to realize is that innovation is actually a byproduct of failure. People, whether you're working on the same project here or 100 different people are working on it, they're always going to be going through they're going to be collecting more data, they're going to be trying, they're going to be losing money, they're going to be losing sleep. But at the end of the day, if one of those 100 makes it into either a very self-sustaining project or a very high-impact company or even a very humongously profitable company, those are all successes which come as a result of those attempts. In my opinion, I think at the university level, or at least if we're talking about universities, we obviously are doing some great work at DICE, but we have some other social funds also in the mix. But with universities themselves, I feel like we need to be able to justify or allocate a certain amount of funds aside and provide them either to your students, to your faculty, and just let them fail with it. Whether it's 10,000 rupees to try and see if something works, or even if it's a slight larger, we invest $10,000 as the first check. I strongly recommend that universities start looking to that model, will give it to a team and just let them play with it.
Thank you, Dr. Zulfa. Thank you, Asim. Thank you, Hussain Haider Saab. Thank you, Sir Saab. And while we conclude, and they are preparing for other session, a 2-minute video that will tell you how industrial revolution is taking place from World Economic Forum. Please.
In the next few years, I expect the digital transformation of life to bring huge changes. Everything from science to healthcare to sensors to robotics.
Whether it's information technology and the acceleration we see in artificial intelligence, you just look across the board and you can see a lot is happening.
It's really the notion of digital technology pervasively impacting every walk of life in every vertical industry in all parts of the globe.
So speed is mind-boggling. What I'm particularly concerned about it is how little the world is prepared for the fourth industrial revolution.
If we are not innovative, if we're not creative enough, it will be very difficult to survive in this century.
Countries in emerging markets should take the lead. Mobile platforms will define how fast the fourth industrial revolution will be embraced by the countries.
It's very difficult to try to bridge the gap between a borderless industrial revolution that's being governed by different policies and regulations in each territory or country.
We're always looking for new technology, how it makes the process more efficient, how it makes the quality higher. But one of the things that it's really creating is a need for those that have a technical background.
52% of the encounters with our primary care physicians were handled virtually. Just a massive change.
The technologies available today to scientists, to clinicians, and to everyday people will impact and change healthcare forever.
Humans and machines are assisting each other, augmenting each other with skills.
Humanity itself will be changed with this superintelligence, and we are at the doorstep of that era.
World Economic Forum is in the best position to meet a lot of these challenges that fourth industrial revolution is going to bring.
The opening of the San Francisco Center for the Fourth Industrial Revolution really provides a useful platform to bring together the smartest brains who are right at the leading edge of this technology.
I deeply believe in this idea of cross-fertilization. Good ideas come less from inside brilliant people's heads and more from seeing patterns.
We have to think about things quite a bit differently. That's why I'm so excited about what's happening right here in San Francisco to be able to have a multi-stakeholder dialogue around the fourth industrial revolution.
My hope is that we have a robust discussion for how this can truly help our world solve some of the hard-pressed challenges that we have today.
The world has changed. We can never ever go back to yesterday.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Doctor. I would like to request you and your